JaganJosh.com brings you the current affairs video of the week 21st March to 27th March 2015, which will be of immense help in your road to preparation. Current affairs headlines. Union Ministry of Coal launched Electronic Coal Projects Monitoring Portal (ECPMP). Supreme Court stayed AFT's decision to quash Army's 2009 promotion policy. UN unveiled arc of return for victims of transatlantic slave trade. Nobel laureate John F. Nash Jr. won Abel Prize 2015. ADB released Asian Development Outlook 2015. RBI signed currency swap agreement with Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Vikas Swarup appointed as MEA spokesman. Delhi High Court became the first court in India to set up commercial courts. K.M. Mani appointed as chairman of the Empowered Committee of State FMs on GST. CCEA approved the National Supercomputing Mission. India and Qatar inked 6 agreements. Union Ministry of Food Processing Industries sanctioned 17 mega food parks. Indian Railways launched RuPay prepaid debit cards. World Tuberculosis Day 2015 observed globally. Supreme Court declared Section 66A of Information Technology Act 2000 as unconstitutional. Current affairs in detail. Union Ministry of Coal launched Electronic Coal Projects Monitoring Portal (ECPMP). The portal has been developed by National Informatics Centre. It was launched for tracking projects that entail an investment related to coal. It is an institutional mechanism to automate the entire tracking of issues related to stalled projects. The aim of the portal is to enhance efficiency and transparency in the ministry's functioning. Supreme Court stayed AFT's decision to quash Army's 2009 promotion policy. The 2009 promotion policy of Army is based on command-exit model. Decision of AFT was stayed by a 3-judge bench headed by Justice T.S. Thakur. AFT had quashed the CEM policy, terming it as discriminatory and violative of Article 14. UN unveiled Arc of Return for victims of transatlantic slave trade. The Arc was unveiled by the UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon. Unveiled to mark the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. India contributed $260,000 to the memorial. The Arc was built by Haitian-American architect Rodney Leon. Nobel laureate John F. Nash Jr. won Abel Prize 2015. John Nash is a senior research mathematician at Princeton University. He shared the prize with Louis Nirenberg, Professor Emeritus at New York University. They both will share the prize money of $760,000. They were awarded for contributions to theory of nonlinear partial differential equations. ADB released Asian Development Outlook 2015. The report is titled Financing Asia's Future Growth. India will overtake China in terms of growth rate in financial year 2015 and 2016. India forecasted to grow at the rate of 7.4% in 2014, 7.8% in 2015 and 8.2% in 2016. Developing Asia to grow at 6.3% in 2015 and 16, the same pace as 2014. China growth rate pegged at 7.4% in 2014, 7.2% in 2015 and 7.0% in 2016. RBI signed currency swap agreement with Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The agreement is valid for a period of 3 years from the date of signing. Agreement allows Sri Lanka to withdraw US dollar or euro up to a maximum of $400 million. The agreement will further economic cooperation between the two countries. It will also bring in more financial stability in the region. Vikas Swarup appointed as MEA spokesman. Swarup is a 1986 batch Indian Foreign Service officer. He will succeed Syed Akbaruddin and will take the charge on 18th April 2015. He is also author of bestseller debut novel Q&A. Oscar-winning film Slumdog Millionaire is based on the book Q&A. Delhi High Court became the first court in India to set up commercial courts. The setting up of these courts will ensure speedy disposal of cases. Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, G. Rohini designated 4 benches to act as commercial courts. 2 benches will have original jurisdiction to deal with the suits involving commercial disputes. The other 2 benches have appellate jurisdiction to hear appeals. K.M. Mani appointed as chairman of the Empowered Committee of State FMs on GST. He was appointed by the Union Finance Ministry. He succeeded Jammu and Kashmir Finance Minister Abdul Rahim. Abdul Rahim had quit the position in December 2014. GST will be implemented from 1st April 2016 as announced in the Union Budget 2015-2016. CCEA approved the National Supercomputing Mission. It aims to bring high-performance computing facilities within the reach of the scientific community. It will be implemented at an estimated cost of 4,500 crore rupees over a period of 7 years. It envisages setting up of a national grid of 70 high-performance computing. The grid will be connected with computing infrastructure set up under National Knowledge Network. India and Qatar inked 6 agreements. The deal will help increase commercial and economic exchanges. Some of the agreements are Agreement on Transfer of Sentenced Persons, MOU for Cooperation in the Field of Information and Communication Technology, MOU for Cooperation in the Field of Radio and Television, Agreement for Mutual Cooperation and Exchange of News. Union Ministry of Food Processing Industries sanctioned 17 mega food parks. These parks will create state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities to reduce food wastage. The 17 mega food parks will be spread across 11 states. These food parks will attract around 2,000 crore rupees in modern food processing infrastructure. These parks will generate direct or indirect employment for 80,000 people. Indian Railways launched RuPay prepaid debit cards. The card was launched by IRCTC in collaboration with the Union Bank of India. The card will enable passengers to book the rail tickets and do shopping. Card can be availed from either the Union Bank or the IRCTC. RuPay is India's own card payment gateway network. World Tuberculosis Day 2015 observed globally. The theme for the year 2015 is continuation of the 2014 theme, Reach the 3 Million. The main sub-theme and message for the year 2015 is Reach, Treat, Cure Everyone. The day is celebrated to commemorate the day on which Dr. Robert Koch discovered TB bacillus in 1882. Supreme Court declared Section 66A of Information Technology Act 2000 as unconstitutional. Section 66A violates a citizen's fundamental right to freedom to speech under Article 19(1). The vagueness of language used in the Section 66A is prone to misuse. It cannot withstand the clear and present danger test and the tendency to create public disorder. The judgment was delivered by a Supreme Court bench of Justices J. Chalammeshwar and R.F. Nariman. For more on current affairs, log on to jargonjosh.com.